Arts Factory exists to change people's lives, and we have people who work and volunteer within every area of our business. Same as everybody else, 23rd of March, we shut our doors. I think the hardest part for us was doing it the first time. Once we did it in July 2020, it took us a month to get everything sorted. But once we did that, we were super confident of every phase return, closing back down, opening back up. It's just become the new norm of working now, really, for us. What we've done throughout the pandemic is kept in touch with everybody, phone calls, virtual, we do lots of online sessions. So we haven't lost touch with anybody, and I think that's been the key, is not losing touch with your audience, whoever comes into your building. Nobody wants to come here without the safety measures. They've been quite clear, what do we need to follow?
We're making sure now when people come into the building, we're filling in track and trace. Any of our volunteers and staff members every morning, temperatures are taken. We make sure we supervise that because we have a lot of people with learning difficulties. So make sure that as soon as they come in the building, they're hand sanitised, they do the temperature. All our volunteers and staff members wear masks when walking around the building. We limit the way people walk around the building as well to make sure we've got one-way systems in place. The sanitising regime we do every 2 hours. We clean all our door handles. We make sure that anything that's touched toilets, anything like that, all cleaned every 2 hours. We've got like a Ghostbuster machine, as we call it, and that's what it feels like when you're using it, which just sprays the whole room with sanitising liquid, so you don't need to wipe anywhere, you just spray everything. It doesn't damage anything. We stick to a maximum of 8 people with our groups. Even though our room will hold a few more, we stick to 8 people because they're socially distanced and it gives people room to move around as well. So make sure that the windows are open, doors are propped open so there's some fresh air coming in.
We wouldn't be here, we wouldn't be open if we weren't safe. We're all adhering to the social distancing rules. Anytime we're walking around, we're all in masks. It's everything that's been put in place to make ourselves and other people safe is being adhered to. Lots of our volunteers have learning difficulties, so it's that constant running through and explaining to them why they need to do this, why they need to wash their hands.
Do the temperatures where we come in and do your hands. Then we keep 2 meters apart in the book room, and then after it we clean the computers down at the end of the day.
Some buildings will find it a lot easier than others, depending on the layout of the buildings, and just run through your building yourself. The more times you run through it, you think, oh, we didn't think of that, or what if that happens, oh, we didn't think of that. So it's that sort of thing, and just keep on practicing it before you know you're 100% certain that you can open. And don't be frightened of it. We weren't frightened. Be positive about getting everybody, the society needs it, the people we work with need it. We needed to get them back in to doing something rather than being locked in the house. As an organisation, we dedicated the first month of really not doing any work apart from making sure everybody who came through the doors was okay. So we needed additional support around mental health, around budgeting. It's making sure, whoever your customers are, that you were there for them in those first few weeks, because there will be people that are afraid, there will be people who are nervous coming back in, and we just put those extra support mechanisms in place. So being able to work has been a big help for my mental health, to be honest. I think I would have really struggled without it. I think we've done really well. I mean, we haven't had any cases of COVID here. I've been here quite a lot through the pandemic, and I felt quite safe here, and people who came back last year felt quite safe because they could see how often we were sanitising the building. And I think that's the main thing you need to do, is to show people it's that you care, and we are sanitising everything and we are looking out for people's safety.